it's your friendly neighborhood reporter Abeokuta, always bringing you good vibes and stories that made the news recently. Today I'll be bringing you 3 stories. Make sure you don't move a muscle. I'll be back after this break. The things happening these days is beginning to get me scared. Hearing of the news of 3 teenagers who beheaded a girl in a bid to use her for money ritual. Isn't that disturbing? Or is there something we are missing out in training this generation? The suspects Waris Oladeyinde, Abdulgafar Lukman, and Mustaqim Balogun were all arrested following a tip-off from the community's security guard who saw them burning something suspected to be a human head in a local pot. On interrogation, the suspects confessed that what they were burning in the local pot was indeed the head of the girlfriend of one of them. They identified her as Sofiat, and they also said she was lured by her boyfriend, identified as Soliu, to where she was murdered by them, after which they cut off her head and packed the remains in a sack and dumped it in an old building. They are just young boys. Are we going to call this societal pressure, or bad influence, or lack of proper upbringing? I'm lost for words. What are your thoughts? I don't know how my football lovers will react to this next story, especially Manchester United fans. For those that haven't heard, something happened. Manchester United forward Mason Greenwood was arrested for allegedly assaulting and raping his girlfriend, Harriet Robson. It was reported that the 20-year-old accused of domestic violence and rape by the Instagram model who released sickening photos, including an audio that suggested that the staff forced her to have sex. Surprisingly, Robson has since deleted the images and audio from her Insta stories. However, Greenwood was suspended indefinitely by the Red Devils in the wake of Robson's allegation that has since gone viral. Now wow, truly nobody knows the innermost thoughts of a man. Finally, on today's episode, a Tanzanian schoolgirl, Esnath Gideon, has expressed happiness that she has been allowed to come to school with her 4-month-old baby after the Tanzanian government reversed a ban against pregnant schoolgirls. She is 19-year-old and she mentioned she could not afford a caregiver, but the teachers have been gracious and accommodating. Gideon, who is in Form 4, was happy to resume her studies and let the trauma of her pregnancy behind her. She also hopes to become a lawyer in the future, although her grandmother, who she lived with, was saddened by her pregnancy. She eventually became happy that it would not hinder her from pursuing her dream of becoming a lawyer. She was also glad that the current government reversed the law that kept pregnant schoolgirls and young mothers out of school. Tanzania's former president, John Magufuli, was responsible for the banning of pregnant schoolgirls and young mothers from attending school in 2017. The ban also led to a lot of criticism and petition against the government. More than 1,500 pregnant girls were expelled from school, but when President Samia Suluhu, the country's first female president, assumed office, she reversed the ban in 2021. So far, 240 pregnant schoolgirls have resumed to a special classroom and were also placed under a program that would allow them to cover the syllabus in a shorter time. What do you think about this? And it's a wrap! We have finally come to the end of this episode. Be free to share your comments on any of our stories. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on all our social media handles for the second news updates. Until next time, my name is Abeokuta Olajiga. Thank you for watching.